All right, you guys, thanks so much for calling in for our Wednesday opportunity call. My name is Lauren, and this is my sister Rachel. And we together, we're going to double up and talk to you a little bit about Isagenix, why we love these products so much, why our team is just thebomb.com, and then just some awesome specials and promotions and incentives that the company kind of has going on right now. So, hey, Miss Ash, how are you? As you guys are popping on or as we're chatting through things, feel free to use the chat, ask questions, share your stories, chime in. People are watching that and we're reading it to just make sure we are covering all the things that you have. So I just want to briefly tell you a little bit about my story. Some of you know it, some of you do not. But almost 6 years ago, so September of 2013, there was a lot of things happening in my life that it made it so easy for me to say yes to Isagenix. One of them was that I was eating really clean. I mean, I would spend hours on Sunday prepping food for the week. I was working out 12 to 20 hours a week, and I didn't look good and I didn't feel good. I mean, I literally was drinking coffee in the morning just to shower and get ready, and then coffee on the way to work, and then coffee after lunch, and then I had coffee in the afternoon, and all this stuff just to drink wine at night to go to sleep. I could not for the life of me get into the size jeans that I wanted. And I'm like, I work out 3 hours a day. Like, what's wrong? So part of me was like, I knew that nutritionally I needed a solution because my whole eating clean, Whole30 solution wasn't working. In addition to that, you guys, I was so overwhelmed. I was so underpaid. I was so overworked. And I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off from like 5 a.m. till midnight every single day. I bartended, I waited tables, I personal trained, I ran boot camp classes, I had a private practice as a nutritionist. And no matter what, I literally could not make ends meet. I mean, I just was so upside down in debt. I chose jobs that were not high paying by all means, and absolutely was looking for a solution, not only physically and financially. And so my cousin introduced me to Isagenix. And within days, I felt better. Like literally within days, I remember waking up and no longer needing to snooze 18 times to get out of bed. I was like totally sufficient with 1 cup of coffee in the morning that honestly I didn't really need. I just kind of loved. And I will tell people, and I've said it over and over, I would drink a shake all day long before I ever had to do oatmeal and egg whites or a day 4-old chicken again. Like, I'm grateful for my meal replacement shakes. And so fast forward to today, I use Isagenix every single day. I am not on a 30-day system anymore. I haven't been in a very long time. It was a great jump start, but I still have stress in my life. And so I use Ionic Supreme, and our food is bankrupt. And so I still take our vitamins, and I like to cleanse the same way I clean my house, right? If I don't want a clean car, if I don't want a messy car, I don't want a dirty house, I don't want a dirty body. And so Rachel's going to really kind of go through and explain our 4 pillars, and kind of what a 30-day looks like, and also share her story. But before I do that, I just want you guys to think about what's happening in the environment today. I want you to kind of think about what are the major issues that affect us all. And the first one that I'll bring awareness to is that our food is bankrupt, right? Like, no matter how clean we're eating, how healthy, how many servings of organic kale you want to drink or eat or chew, I don't think anybody really wants to do that, but you're still not getting everything that you need today, which is why we talk about fish oil, and we talk about a multivitamin, and we talk about taking some type of supplement to fill in the gaps of what Whole Foods is not delivering. The second major issue is the amount of stress we have. So you guys, I mean, Rachel and I drove, from this coffee shop we were working at home, and both of us, it's like, traffic, you're like immediately like, there's, we have relationship stress, we have kid stress, we have health stress. Exercise is a form of stress on your body. I mean, you create free radicals and oxidative stress when you work out. And so no matter what it is, we all have stress. The third major issue is the amount of pollution and toxicity that we're dealing with. So if you just think about here in Colorado, we used to never have a brown cloud, right? Like LA was the only place that had that. We have it. If you think head to toe, what we put on in terms of deodorant, perfumes, makeup, whatever it may be, our bodies are sponges to all of it. And so when you put those things together, right, bankrupt food, stress bodies in a toxic environment, food and exercise is just not enough anymore, in my opinion. And I used to think that, but I think supplements really aid in ideal health, really aid in getting the long-term results that we want. And the major solution, hi, Miss Erica, thanks for popping in. Hi, Sarah, so you guys jump it on too. The fourth solution is our wealth solution. And I truly believe that if you don't have your wealth, you don't have your health. And even in my early 20s, I had so much stress because of finances. And when you talk to people today, the number one stress in their life often is finances, because they don't have the amount in savings that they want. They're carrying debt. It's a point of contention between relationships, or people just don't have time because they're working so many jobs to live the lifestyle they want. And so I'm going to turn it over to Rachel and let her briefly share her story and kind of go through our 4 pillars. And then we're going to wrap it up on how to get you guys started and get you paid.
Awesome. Thanks, Lauren, and nice to meet all of you guys here. I was very similar to Lauren, and a lot of it is credit to her because as a nutritionist, she was someone who was helping me learn to be healthy, and we were doing the Whole30 together. We were eating paleo, non-GMO, organic, doing the do, reading every label, watching sugar grams. I mean, of all people, you would have thought we would have been in the most pristine shape ever and felt amazing, and we weren't. And so when she introduced Isagenix to me, I said, of course, sure, if you think these are great products, I'll absolutely try them. And you guys, within weeks, within days, I was literally blown away. I had more energy than I knew what to do with. I was sleeping like a baby. 10 pounds literally melted off like overnight. I literally blinked and it was gone. And I just, as a psychologist, someone who thought that they could manage stress, all of a sudden had stress rolling off of my back. And it was just mind blowing. And I started to tell other people about it. Or they would ask me, they say, your skin is glowing. What are you doing? You look amazing. And of course I would say, I don't know, it's these shakes. Go talk to my sister. She'll get you hooked up. It was like doing drugs, but it was amazing. And as a healthcare practitioner, someone who's been in the health and wellness industry for over 20 years, as a fitness instructor, as a health coach, then as a clinical and health psychologist who ran a department for behavioral health and wellness, I said, oh my goodness, this is a solution that I've not seen in my entire career industry, in my entire career in the industry, and I wanted everyone to know about it. And fast forward 6 years later, literally I have helped more people in the last 6 years with Isagenix than literally any other solution I've been able to offer to people. So I am super passionate about it. And then, like Lauren said, even though I was someone who had a very well-paying job, and I'm so grateful for that every single day, at the time of my life when Isagenix was introduced, I was working 80 to 100 hours a week, multiple jobs consulting, teaching group fitness, and certainly unfulfilled in the grand scheme of things. And so to be able to have the time, freedom, and luxury and move abroad and live in Mexico, which is where I normally am, all because I've helped so many people look and feel the way that I felt like I did, it's just an absolute miracle. So that being said, how, why, what is it? Those of you who are using it absolutely are feeling, I'm sure, the way we are. But if you're not, this is why you should. It's like a table. You think about a table or a chair that has 4 legs, and without one of the legs, something is going to be unbalanced. And most of the diets, most of the programs, most of the way that we address health, it's certainly not a comprehensive systematic solution like Isagenix offers. So those 4 pillars start with number 1, our shakes. Lauren talked about the fact that our food is nutritionally bankrupt and we simply cannot get it from the food that we're eating and consuming, no matter how good you try. So with the meal replacement shakes, a full, delicious, creamy, filled with all the vitamins and nutrients you could possibly imagine, once or twice a day is just going to light you up from the inside out. It's like going on fumes, a car with fumes, lit up to, all the way to full tank of gas.
I don't know what you're going to say.
And then,
if you guys, for those who are on Isagenix, use the chat. I want to know, what do you love about your shake? What's your favorite shake? And especially if you were someone that was like, oh my gosh, I'm never drinking shakes, I want to eat solid food. If you like your shakes, like, share in the chat, because I want some of the new people to just kind of learn what it is that you love. So let's blow up the chat here for a second. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's awesome, because it's so true. And for someone who had drank shakes for like 15 years and half the time plugging your nose and trying to gulp them down, it's so true. These are delicious. And 6 years later, to want to drink 3 a day, it's no joke. Okay, so pillar number 2 then is the cleanse. So Lauren said, just like you clean your house, just like we clean your car, you clean your air filters, we have to clean our bodies, and that helps. The Cleanse for Life is literally going to help your body with its natural detoxification process. It's just going to expedite it. It's going to speed it up, because we are bombarded everywhere, unless you live in a bubble, with air pollution, water pollution, skincare products, household cleaning products that literally just get filled into our fat cells as a protective mechanism. So the cleanse is just going to gently soothe, pull all of that out of your fat cells, detox through urine. Just, you're going to pee. It's not a poopy cleanse. You're not going to be rushing to the bathroom, anything weird like that. It's gentle cellular lymphatic cleansing. Number 3, the Ionix Supreme. Oh my goodness. Lauren and I were actually kind of a little bit butting heads today, and I said to her, have you had your Ionix? Because I haven't had my Ionix. It just makes everyone chill. Happy, easy peasy, life is good. Moms call it their mommy juice, their happy juice, get along with my husband and kids juice. Like, it just brings your body into balance, and it allows you to be able to manage what you need to tackle in life today a little bit better, with a little bit more clarity. And then number 4 are vitamins. And these are literally just to fill in the gaps of our diet that we absolutely cannot get from food anymore. So or even at all, a lot of these you just have to supplement. And as Lauren was a nutritionist for so many years in a private practice, running labs on so many people, consistently seeing that there were deficiencies in people's blood work, said absolutely it's a necessary thing to supplement. And we call our vitamins literally a facelift in a box, because the longer you watch people stay on Isagenix, the younger they look. And it's no joke. My mom seriously looks 15 years younger. Her brain health, her cognition, her mental clarity, it's just, I mean, the results speak for themselves. So, and one last thing I'll add, because a lot of people will say, okay, I'm not going to start a full program, or I'm not going to, commit to something long-term, especially in the summer when I've got, the kids off from school and barbecues and travel and whatnot. And we get that. And Isagenix is a lifestyle program. It's something that you're going to commit to, not for 30 days anyways. You're going to say, I need better nutrition. I need to get these toxic chemicals out, and I need to manage stress for life, just like I get up and brush my teeth and take a shower every day. And so put a shake in your body when you're on vacation. Just start your day off right, rather than some crappy breakfast. Or when you get back from your vacation, in between your next one, do a cleanse day or two to just reset and feel less bloated, less inflamed, less puffy. We're certainly being able to use like our antihydrate electrolytes to make yummy kids popsicles. Like there are just so many ways to use these products that will fit into your lifestyle now without feeling like you have to commit to any sort of program. But for those of you who are saying, absolutely, I'm ready, I want some big changes, I want to lose 10 to 20 pounds, I want to build some lean muscle, I want to X, Y, and Z, whatever your health goal is, the 30-day system will give you 2 shakes a day, 1 cleanse day a week, all of your stress management support. You can fill in the gaps with all of the great snacking items just to make life easier and get accelerated results. And we're going to switch it back over to Lauren in just a second, because if you want to go for that and go big and go home and just feel absolutely on top of the world, there is seriously no better time than now to do it.
Awesome. You guys, I just have to tell you, this is fun. So Rachel and I started doing, at the time, we called them Wind Down Wednesday. 6 years ago, just having everybody over, and we would wind down at the end of the day, and we would do our whole presentation. And she lives in Mexico full time, but she's home now, and I'm like, hey, we should do this together. So we're literally sharing a chair. That's not awkward, to be able to be here with you guys tonight, and that's super fun. But honestly, truly, Isagenix starts with products. If you don't love our products, you don't believe in our product, there's absolutely no way there is ever going to be a business with this. And I'm someone who's taken supplements for a long time, and I love them. I literally use them. If you guys come to my house, you'll see my pantry, you'll see our cupboards. We went to a restaurant today and we both made shakes. That's just the way that sometimes it works in our life. But honestly, truly, what has impacted my life more than anything is the financial opportunity. And when I joined Isagenix, you guys, I wanted to make a couple $100 extra a month. If I didn't have to work a brunch shift on a Sunday, or if I could have to teach 5 or 10 group fitness classes a week instead of 10 to 15, it was like, where could I give a little bit? And I thought, I'm already recommending supplements. I send people to Amazon. I send people to Whole Foods. I had practitioner line supplements, and nobody was paying me extra for that. There was no extra income. And I was like, I finally found a company that I was excited about. We were gluten-free, we were soy-free, we were tested, it was clean, there was nothing artificial, that I could actually earn additional income with. And the beginning part of the compensation plan, you guys, is what absolutely 100% changed my life and set the rest of this kind of mission off and running. And so before I get there, and I want to show you guys how to get your products paid for, I really want you to see the value as well of Isagenix, because I was the girl when I started Isagenix at $17 to my name. You guys, I was so buried upside down. I had asked my sister that week, I said, can I borrow $500? I'll pay you back this weekend. And that's how upside down I was financially 6 years ago. And when my cousin was telling me to look at Isagenix, I'm like, you want me to spend $600 on shakes? I'm like, you're crazy, And I was like, you're absolutely nuts. There's no way I'll do that. And in hindsight, looking back, and this is an exercise I do with people today, but I had to do with myself. She said, how much do you spend a day on food? And I was like, what? Like, I have no idea. Like, I knew what I kind of spent a week or a month. She goes, seriously, what do you spend a day in food? And I was like, I have no idea. And she was like, what do you think you spend a meal? And I remember thinking $10. If I buy organic chicken and rice and sweet potatoes, or, egg whites and oatmeal, whatever I was eating at the time, avocados. But I really was like, if I went to Chipotle or if I went to Tokyo Joe's, like, what was I spending? And she said, your pack is going to replace 78 meals. If it was $10 a meal, that's $780. And she said, you're going to save money on Isagenix. I'm like, you're crazy, right? Like, I remember thinking like that, thank you, but like, I don't want the sales pitch. And then she asked me questions on how bad did I want it and where could I cut back in my life and would I be willing to maybe give up a pedicure to be able to buy Isagenix. But the trigger point for me was I looked at my Starbucks bill. I remember looking back and thinking, could I really afford this? And I had spent $180 at Starbucks. I mean, like my $6 drink twice a day. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm all in. And in addition to that, she said, I want to show you how to get your products paid for. So some of you, as you're looking at this, just remember it's a reallocation of your grocery budget right now. And you're not going to go on July 1st and grocery shop for the month, where with Isagenix, you are 2/3 of your meals for those first 30 days. And I want you guys to know that in addition to investing in your health, in addition to, guaranteed money back results and being able to open up your own virtual franchise. So it cost me about $10,000 to open up my practice. Isagenix cost me about $500. And I can promise you this one has awarded me way more than my private practice has. But the second thing that my cousin really shared with me was how to get my products paid for. And she said, you need 2 people. And I said, what? She goes, you need 2 people. And I was like, 2 people to do what? You like 2 people to sell Isagenix? She said, no, just 2 accountability partners, 2 people to use the products, and you'll grab the referral rebates from Isagenix. And I called my mom and I called my sister, literally the very first 2 people. And I was like, hey, you know how I always make you guys do crazy cleanses and we've done Whole30 together and we've done keto together. And I was like, you should do this 30-day system with me. And they both, with a little bit of resistance, was like, okay, fine. If I can send it back and we're all going to do it together, let's do it. And it used to be that when you found 2 people, you guys, Isagenix gave you a $50 bonus. As of Monday, as of the 24th, they are now giving you $150 for anybody who is already an associate through July 24th, or when they join and become an associate within the first 30 days. So they've tripled that. So there's a huge, huge incentive for people to share. So if Danielle's hopping on tonight, right? And I'm like, hey, by the way, and she's like, oh my gosh, my mom and sister would totally do this with me, right? And Christina's like, yeah, 2 of my old sorority girls, we always do things together. They're totally doing this with me. That's just the bonus for finding the 2 people. Now, there's also bonuses for the packs that you get started with somebody, right? So when someone does the 30-day system, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time in this, but what I can tell you is that on the low end, it's $170 back. And on the high end, it's over $600. And so for 2 people, and so Samantha, that's an amazing, amazing testimonial. I love what you're just writing there and the things that you stop buying in the vending machine at Starbucks to get into your health. And so we do the opportunity calls, you guys, to first of all talk about our solutions, right? And just realize that people suffer in silence. Every morning, you guys, the amount of women that have negative self-talk just trying to shower and get dressed, frustrated on what skinny jeans don't fit, frustrated on what fat clothes are going to make them feel good. I mean, so many of us go through this every single day, are exhausted, telling people, I'm good, I'm okay. They're exhausted. They're living off energy drinks, right? Like their skin isn't the way they want. Their sleep isn't the way that they want it. We have an amazing, amazing solution, literally money back guarantee, because it's results you cannot get anywhere else. And in addition to that, over the last 6 years, what I have found is there are enough people looking for extra income as there are looking for extra health. And we can show people how to make $200 to $500 a month. And the last thing that I absolutely love about our culture is it's a family. I think about so often people go into their jobs and they just get told everything they suck at. This was late, you didn't do that well, this sucked, right? Or people are at home and they're getting picked at, and every single day we get to lift other people up. We get to celebrate. I have a girl that's like, I reached out to 10 people and no one wants to buy Isagenix. I'm like, wait, you reached out to 10 people? Like, that's amazing. Like, how courageous for that person that she told her story 10 times. And so I just invite you guys, number one, try our products. They're money back guarantee. 2 shakes a day, couple snacks, and a healthy meal. You're not going to starve, and the products taste good. You're not going to do like a plug and chug. 1 cleanse day a week, and you're going to have more vibrant energy, more mental clarity, more toned skin than you've ever, ever, ever imagined. We literally call it the IsaGlow. And if you're looking for extra income, it takes 2 people. And I think about so many other companies out there, so many other side hustles. It is literally 1,000% impossible to make the same amount of income anywhere else because of Isagenix. And that's because our founders from the top down are a family company and we're all about contribution. And the last thing we offer is this culture. There's nowhere that we have so much fun, right, that we really get to celebrate people and encourage people. So if you're brand new and you got on this call, reach out to us or reach out to whoever invited you, because we do have membership codes, which is going to give you an additional discount to be able to get started. Either one of us or whoever invited you to the call can go through your goals and get the pack-in system that's set up specific for you. Or if you join the call because you saw the post, you're like, hey, I need that $500. We're going to map it out exactly step by step. So thank you guys for hopping on. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Feel free to pass the call on to anybody else, and we'll see you soon. Good night, guys.
Good night.